everyone, so today I'm going to be doing a review on the new Maybelline the Nudes palette, as well as a tutorial at the end of this video on this eye look. And also, side note, I'm really sorry for my hair. It's like, it didn't dry all the way last night after I took a shower, and it's just a frizzy, hot mess. So I'm really sorry for that. But anyways, back to the topic at hand. The new Maybelline palette, which is a big deal because like palettes at the drugstore never come out. There used to be like 8-pan palettes that Maybelline had, but they were like absolute crap. And I don't know, they just weren't very good at all. They were like really just not pigmented. And I think those are discontinued anyways. So anyways, let's just get into the review. I'm just gonna outwardly say it right now. I'm not the biggest fan. I was so excited for this palette. I really was. When I first found out, I was like so excited. But the pigmentation for most of these shades are just not there. Compared to like Urban Decay shadows, Wet n Wild shadows, Lorac shadows, Stila shadows, like anything like that, they're just not that good. But I mean, there's definitely a few really good hits in this palette, but some of them are just like, what? And I can see how they tried to make a lot of the shades matte. And a lot of the reviews I've been seeing lately on this palette have been saying that the shadows in some of the shadows in this palette are actually matte, but they are not. You can see that shadows like this one as well, this one, they tried to make matte, but it just didn't work. They have sparkles in them when you hold them up in the right light. They have a little bit of a sheen to them. I'm very picky when it comes to matte shadows. They have to be like no sparkle, no sheen. But if you're looking for like a good drugstore matte shadowing, like a little sparkle and sheen doesn't bother you, then definitely I would pick up this. And also for beginners who are just getting into eyeshadow and want like a good drugstore palette, this is definitely the way to go, I would say. I don't think there's a drugstore palette that I have right now that compares to this. So, and you can create like so many looks with this, it's ridiculous. So I'm going to just like swatch some of these and show you like how like the pigmentation is just not there, and a lot of them are chalky. I swatched that really hard. Maybe that looks okay on camera, but like, I don't know how that's picking up, but there's like literally like dust like everywhere. Not dust, but like it's just, there's so much fallout with like some of these shades. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I can't even like express to you. The Maybelline eyeshadow formula has never been perfect. I'm gonna say that. I mean, some of the shadows, like this one right here, like that's my favorite one, and I use that in the eye look. I definitely think are like spot on. Like I think they are awesome. Like I don't know if you can see that, but I think that's a really pretty shade. But some of them, it's just not there. I don't know why. So everybody loves the Maybelline Eye Studio Quads that look like this. The formula of these are so unbelievably amazing. They're so pigmented, and I would definitely recommend this formula over the Maybelline the Nudes one, because this is just like, some of the shades are just really a miss. Like I would say this is a palette of hits and misses. Like that's pretty pigmented, and I really like shades like this, like the very pigmented. That's awesome. But there's other shades that are just like, what? Like this matte black. Oh, this is supposed to be like a matte black, and like that's all you get. And then when you swatch it on your hand, I mean, come on, that's like nothing. I mean, you gotta like, when it comes to drugstore shadows, you kind of gotta like lower your expectations. So I'm just being very harsh on it, I think. And I think it's great that the drugstore finally has like an actual palette, and I will continue to use this for sure. But I definitely would recommend like a Wet n Wild trio or the Maybelline Eye Studios quads over that if you're looking for like good quality eyeshadow. But honestly, if you're a beginner and you're just looking for a good palette that you can just travel with and just have one palette that you go to all the time and you can create all these looks with, I definitely think this is the one to go with. But if you're more like into makeup and you have a ton of palettes, I just don't think this is something you need. For $10, I do think this is a good deal. Personally, if I could go back in time, I probably would not have purchased it, because I just think that I have the Naked Basics and I have the Naked palette. I'm good to go. So I hope you guys like this rambly, scatterbrained, all over the place review. Overall, it's not my favorite palette, but I would recommend it to beginners. So anyways, if you want to see how I got this eye look, then just keep on watching. So I've just primed my eyes with the Urban Decay Primer Potion and the Benefit Cream Eyeshadow in RSVP, which is like a really pretty pink, pinky champagne color. And good drugstore dupes for this is the Revlon Colorstay Smoky Shadow Stick in Torch. This shade up here is a pretty good dupe for it. And also the Milani Shadow Eyes in Champagne Toast. This is a little more metallic, but still it's super pretty and will give you basically the same effect. So now going into the palette, I'm going to hopefully open it. It's so impossible to open. Okay. I'm going to take my Sigma E55 and I'm going to take this shadow right here. It's like a pinky gray champagne. And I'm going to start patting this all over the lid. And I definitely would recommend putting down like a champagne base underneath this, or else you're just not going to get like a lot of pigmentation like at all. Because as I said before, like these shadows just kind of lack the pigmentation that I'm usually used to with like higher end shadows. So anyways, after you're done packing this on, you're going to grab, what am I going to grab? A blending brush. Okay, so I have my EcoTools crease brush, and I'm going to grab this kind of semi-matte shadow right here. It's like a cool toned mauve-y gray, and so I'm going to take that and I'm going to lightly apply that into my crease. I really do wish this was actually matte, but that's okay. I'm not making this too harsh because I really want this to be like an everyday wearable look. Unless you want it to be harsh, I mean, you go for it, but I definitely like my everyday looks to be a lot more subtle. So I'm going to take this gorgeous, gorgeous color right here. Can you even see that? Yeah, right here. And I'm going to like lightly apply this towards the outer corner of my eye. I'm not going to take it up in the crease. I'm just going to kind of pat it in there. And I'm going to do the same for the other side. Again, just lightly patting this, because this is actually one of the more pigmented shades in the palette. It's a really, really gorgeous taupe. This is definitely a good shade for like a one shadow look. So after you've done that, I'm going to go back with my EcoTools blending brush and I'm going to just blend that out. Now taking the lightest shade in the palette, I'm going to take this on a very small Sephora brush and I'm going to apply that in my inner corner. This is really not the most pigmented shade. I didn't actually realize how not pigmented it is. Alright, I'm going to actually combine both these shades and I'm going to apply that in my inner corner. Because this is basically just a shade of like sparkles, to be honest. So I'm just going to apply this to my inner corner. This shade definitely helps brighten up your inner corner. So I just went ahead and applied my CoverGirl Lash Blast Mascara just to finish off the look. So I hope you guys like this easy, everyday, kind of natural and affordable eye look. So if you did like it, give it a thumbs up, comment down below if you want me to review anything else and your thoughts on the Maybelline the Nudes palette if you have it. And subscribe if you're not subscribed. So thank you guys so much for watching and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye guys!